step off for a moment. No, it's good.
Stay.
And then I'll come back so you guys can have a moment to bask in the glory of
Alright, listen, I love you guys. Misha wants to leave.
I'm gonna answer your question first and say it's gonna carry on because I'm really not doing anything. It's all you guys anyway.
Good answer.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Y'all go way back there, don't you? Thanks for coming.
How many times do I take a picture of the program?
I hear you, baby. Alright, Misha's a stander. I'm gonna start sitting. You are fabulous. Don't say that. Listen. Jared for president. I'm not old enough yet.
You gotta start now.
The hair. Beware the hair. Well, without further ado, I will start answering some questions because we have a lot of people lined up to ask some questions. Hi, I guess I'll start over here. How are you?
Hi.
Hi.
I can't believe you left just as I was about to ask my question.
Misha.
You can answer this.
Okay, I'll answer it for him.
Okay. 2 questions.
You want to answer it as Misha? Wow. When I raised from perdition,
Two questions.
Okay.
First one is, sometime, on multiple occasions, you've had to speak in a different language. Is that hard? Do you need someone to help you?
It's difficult, yeah, because what's difficult is the Latin. And I took Latin in school, but to memorize a lot of Latin in a row, it took saying it over and over and over and over and over again. Because I know what I'm saying now, but I didn't for a long time, and to say it rapid fire. And now, I'm doing some more Latin tomorrow. So I'm memorizing it. It is difficult, and we have a guy named Dr. Latin. We call him Dr. Latin, Dr. Morrison. He works at BBC, and he's awesome. So he helps out.
The second question is, at the beginning of season 7, Misha had to stagger off into the water or explode.
That's not a question. Yes.
Before that, he had to wear a lot of makeup.
Yeah. He has to wear a lot of makeup anyways. You should see him in the morning.
Did you laugh at him?
I laugh at him all the time.
Did you laugh at him, his costume makeup?
Yeah, of course I did. I laugh at him whenever I can. And you know what? I gotta say, while he's not here, I gotta say, I thought his performance, the first episode of season 7, was awesome.
Yeah.
And if any of you repeats me, when he gets back, it's your throat. So,
Thank you.
thank you very much. Hi, Sandro.
Alright. Well, 2 things. One is, I don't know if you remember last year in Boston, I wore a shirt, and Misha gave me a really hard time about it. So this year I did make a shirt for Misha for the photo op. Unfortunately, he left, so you can't see it.
He left?
Well, I can wear it.
Oh, got it. Well, I'll point it out.
Well, I can show him at the autograph session. But my question for you was, who are some of your favorite actors? And who has inspired you throughout your acting career?
Some of my favorite actors are, I just talked today about Jeffrey Rush, who's, I love Gary Oldman. I also have a very soft spot in my heart for Tom Hanks. I think the way, I was asked one time if I could have anybody's career, what would it be? And I said, like a Tom Hanks. I don't want to be that big and famous, but the style of roles that he does, he's a nice, classy gentleman. He tells some good stories. He does a great job. And I'd love to emulate him. Thank you. I love you guys. There's so many of you guys out there. Hi.
We're fans.
How you doing, brother?
Hey.
Love you.
My question for you is, in the Yellow Fever episode, is it hard for you to keep a straight face?
Yes. There were several times I just walked off. If you see, that's the one with the snake?
Yes.
I actually was so nervous, I was just laughing, and I ended up just walking off. I was like, and I practiced my speed walking. But that was a year earlier. I certainly had a blast. But you know what? It was such a fun episode that we were able to play, and that's how Eye of the Tiger was born. It's just kind of, it was just horsing around. So as nervous as I was during parts of it, as hard as it was to keep straight faced, I think we had some comedy gold come out of it. So it's all good, man.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That's it. I know. Coming out. Hi.
Hello. All right, my question is just really random, but if you found a unicorn, what's the first thing you would do?
Kill it?
I would ride that unicorn. I'd have to say.
What's the second thing you would do?
I would probably sing Walking Man's Road to him from The Last Unicorn. And I'd say, you know what, Unicorn? You and I, we gotta sit down and watch a movie. And then I'd watch a movie with that unicorn. Fast and the Furious. New York Minute, duh. Thank you for the strangest question of the day.
So far. So far.
What? Hi, I'm now sweating.
Hi. If you were to go through your iPod right now, what is one song you regret having or be embarrassed to have?
How do you know that?
Call me baby.
I do not have Call Me Maybe. What was that one you said?
Heat of the moment.
No, you gotta be proud of Heat of the Moment. I think Groove is in the Heart was pretty embarrassing, but I've come to terms
That's
with
an awesome song.
Yeah, and Groove is in the Heart.
That's right.
It's there. So probably D Light's Groove is in the Heart. Thank you.
Do groovy. Come on.
Hi.
What's your favorite supernatural being in the show?
What's my favorite supernatural being in the show? I like that Ruby chick. You know, that's probably the obvious one. But if I couldn't choose somebody I happen to be married to, I'd have to say I really, really dig Lucifer. I think it's a cool. That could be written in an article. That could be really weird. Jared Padalecki quote: "I really, really dig Lucifer." But it was such an interesting character to play, and to also play off of with Pellegrino, obviously. That it was interesting to explore. So I thought that was a cool character to portray. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. My best friend Kaylee lives in Nashville, and she's gonna be here this weekend. So she asked me to tell you that she existed.
I don't believe you. What would she say to a unicorn? Just kidding.
I don't know. But I was wondering if you could tweet her to tell her that you know she exists.
I will certainly give it some thought. I know. How do you spell Kaylee?
Kayleigh.
Thank goodness I asked. So it's just not Klee. Okay, I'll figure something out. Yeah, that's very kind of you to wait in line to ask that for your friend.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, and tell her sorry she couldn't make it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
my girlfriend and I actually came up with when we were watching Christmas Cottage.
All right. I haven't seen it yet, so don't ruin the ending for me. Don't ruin it for me. La 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 la.
I'm actually a visual artist, and I wanted to know how much of the painting you actually had to do, and what was that like doing that? And have you ever had to do art before?
I'm going to try and think of how you asked those. I did not do actually a lot of the painting. The mural, I did some of the outlines with the chalk, but it was very, very, very difficult for me because A, I'm a horrendous artist. B, I'm a horrendous artist with my right hand. I had to use my left hand. And my left hand, here's how I throw a water bottle with my left hand. It doesn't really do much. It's just there to tell the time and to hold my ring. So trying to portray a left-handed artist, it was a joke. It was very humbling. It made me realize, and I took some lessons with our, what do you call him, stunt painter? I mean, the guy who did the...
Stunt
He flips and paints. No, but the guy who actually did the mural on the side of the wall, I think it was Peter, and he gave me some lessons, and I was like, I have so much more respect for people now who do this because I don't have an ounce talent. It's a gift. So I didn't do a whole lot of it. I have had to take lessons before, and I have found out that I do not belong in front of a canvas. But I hope you enjoyed it.
It was really good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So my question was, in this show, it sort of painted that Sam was really short for a really long time and then had like a wild growth spurt. Was it similar for you when you were growing up, or were you always really tall?
It was very similar for me growing up. When I was a freshman in high school, I think I was about 5, and I wasn't short, but I was short compared to me now. I think when I was a freshman, I was about 5'6" or 5'7", and about 110 pounds. And I would still answer the phone, and they'd be like, "Hi, ma'am, is this Mrs. Padalecki?" And y'all wonder where I can draw those tears from. No, but I didn't. I grew up in Texas. I grew up playing sports, and when I was a freshman in high school, I was about 5'6", 5'7". I walked in my parents' room and I was like, "Daddy, I'm quitting sports. I want to be an athlete." I don't let just anybody do this, but I'll let him.
It's so
but I quit sports to be an actor, and then I hit my growth spurt. So I didn't grow until I was about 16. That was magical, Misha. Thank you. Sam Girl has a Misha shirt. Where is it? Where are you? Where's Sam Girl? Look.
Misha, remember you told me how much the shirt sucked?
That shirt's actually...
That shirt sucks!
That's a nice shirt. That's a classy shirt.
Thank you, and thank you.
Ask me a question for Misha now.
That was a really sad short story, Lee.
I know.
So sad.
I know. She must have asked me a question.
I don't know. How did you like the question that she asked you?
Good. How did y'all like it? Was it decent?
Okay, you got a smatter.
You did.
I'm from Boston.
That's not a question.
Yeah, that's wicked pissa. That's awesome.
What your favorite part of growing up in Boston was?
My favorite part of growing up in Boston?
Yes.
Well, I love the sewage system. Gotta say,
It's a good sewage system.
good we get enough of it.
I'm not from Boston, but it's infamous. The sewer system in Boston. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, could you just
I was fat.
mucho hot
When I
in
was
here?
little.
Really?
Yeah.
Fine.
Fat like P-H-A-T or
No, it's
F-A-T?
much hotter in here. Oh,
I was not PHAT when I was little. No, I was just FAT. I weighed the same when I was 11 as I did when I started college.
Really?
What?
Pictures!
And I wore plaid, what is that?
Leggings?
Polyester, plaid polyester pants and plastic boots. So suck it. I that was cool.
Listen, man, you win. I
Did you
can
get
see.
beat up a lot?
Not a lot. I think that for the most part it wasn't worth it. I mean, I got beat up some, but I don't think it was terribly satisfying to anyone.
He needs a Momo. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
What do you guys personally think is the most shocking thing that happened to you as characters that you weren't expecting at all?
You gotta say when I died, kind of.
Which time? Season 2?
Nutcracker?
That was about a month period after that where everyone on set was only saying, "No, the character."
Yeah. He's like, oh, Jared, ready for you on set? Nutcracker! And the actor, played it. He comes in, he's awesome. I've never met him. And we kind of have to go straight to rehearsal. And he's like, oh, Nutcracker! And they're like, cut. Okay, here is it. Yeah, what's going on? Okay, yep. He was like wider than I was. And I was like, how is this guy, which accent is fake? The one when they call cut or when they call action? But he's awesome. I gotta say, Nutcracker was pretty interesting. And to revert back to how I thought Lucifer was a cool character, that was kind of interesting to hear also, Hey, you're gonna be Lucifer. All right. Hey, you're gonna be soulless. All right. What does that mean? Huh? That's for me. Misha?
Probably God. The God thing was pretty daunting more than anything. I was pretty. Actually, there have been several instances with cast where I felt anxious when I get a script. Oh no! How am I going to do that? It's ridiculous. But that was a big one. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
What have been your favorite stunts to do?
Stunts?
Yeah.
I know mine.
What was yours?
Throwing Mark Shepard into the wall really hard. Mark Shepard is great. We like to sort of harass him on set. It's sort of like, shaking him like a teddy bear or whatever. It's kind of, I don't know, there's something about him that's kind of like, it's really, I don't know what it is, but it's super fun to
Because he's outnumbered.
smash him into a wall. Maybe it's because he's a foreigner, and no, but we just all have kind of fun ribbing him and throwing him into walls. So that was one of them. But in a kind of perverse way.
I like jumping through the window in the cathedral.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, that was fun.
Mark Shepard.
That was a bona fide stunt too.
He's the,
Yeah, they really jumped out like a second-story window for that.
Through glass.
Mark Shepard said,
What's that?
Mark Shepard said yesterday, every time he sees you, you pick him up and you shake him around.
Yeah. I mean it. It's like I can take out whenever those British people beat up the Americans, I can beat him up for all the Americans I want to beat. I'm just kidding.
It's
like Misha said, we love it, but we love to
it's
harass it.
vestiges of the American Revolutionary War that are sort of coming up for us.
Dump his tea in the harbor!
That's right. Tea in the harbor.
Dump his tea in the harbor!
I'm going to dump his tea in the harbor. That sounds strange.
Yeah. It sounds like the possible weird double entendre there. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Not sure what it would be.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. This doesn't really have to do with Supernatural, but
None of this is a supernatural convention.
who's the most influential person in your life?
Can it be?
Other than Jared?
Yeah. No, in all fairness, I mean, when I see Misha, I know exactly what I don't want to do. That's what. In all seriousness, though, I think and for me, it was my. Can I split? It was my parents. My parents were pretty.
Because you got half of your genes from one and half from the other.
No, the way they teamed up to teach me what I currently still believe is valuable. Yeah, I hope I can do the same for little Tommy.
I mean, what do I say now? I've been kind of hung out to dry. You took the good answer. You know? I'm gonna copy Jared.
Say Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Dr. Seuss, that would be good. Probably my mom as well for me. And it's actually it's becoming more evident to me now having a kid, because I find myself reflecting on things that she did well and wanting to replicate that in another generation. So that it becomes a little bit more clear now. Because I think you go through, at least I did, I went through a rebellious phase where I'm like, my mom is, you know. And now that I'm a little bit older and have a kid, I'm starting to think, oh yeah, I want to do that she did, you know. I mean, she kept me on a fairly long leash. There wasn't that much that I wasn't allowed to do, and I actually think that
And he still disobeyed her.
it's actually true, but yeah, anyway.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody
I'm
want
going to
those?
take off my thick corduroy jacket.
Yes.
The AC is so. Yeah.
Wow, we match.
You do match. I need a tie.
No, it's not.
I probably shouldn't talk into the fan. I was like,
What happened to your tongue? It's all bloody and cut up. Well, you see.
I think I'm actually burning more calories holding this fan. It's all right. How are you? Don't shake. This thing is shaking.
This is for Misha. Can you please?
Oh, for Misha.
Can you please say something in Russian for me?
In Russian?
Yes, I know you speak Russian.
Do you speak Russian?
Yes.
Let me hear you say some more things in English before I give you an
I'm a big fan of you.
So you were born in Russia?
No.
Okay, where were you born?
Georgia.
Not in Russia.
Georgia. Oh, Georgia is in the Republic of Georgia. Okay.
Is that near Missouri?
They have great peaches. Yes, I can say something.
Thank you.
Da. Was it worth the wait? No.
Можно вас обнять?
What?
Можно вас обнять?
Da. It's worth a shot.
Good.
Yeah. What did I just agree to do?
What did you do? What? Oh, a hug. Yes.
Da. Get up here. I said da, so I have to do it.
Пожалуйста. Пока.
It's all right.
Hello, how are you?
Da.
Castiel beer? Does that exist?
I wish it did.
Ah.
Would you drink
Because
it?
it's angelic quality.
Ah. Interesting.
I know what your question is. If there was a Castile beer, would you drink it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You don't get two questions.
Oh, I get two questions. Do I? Okay. So music is kind of a big deal to me. My question is there an album that you would consider the most influential or the most connection you've ever had with it? And like when it doesn't have to be your favorite, it's just something that you really connected with.
I have one. Fake Plastic Trees was off of the Bends. So Radiohead The Bends thing was. That was very formative. I mean,
I guess this probably is not my very favorite, but it's something that I've listened to for sure more than anything else. Baby Signing Time. It's a sing-along baby sign Alex and they...
really?
You know it's
Signing Time with Alex and the...
it's so.
You really watched the signing time with Alex and Lee?
It's over and over and over.
I think there's subliminal messages.
Yeah. And man,
Yeah, no, that.
and you're just getting started on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets worse. When you're about 7-8 months into it, and you've heard it 10,000 times, and there's a little person going, more, baby.
So that's the first thing that Thomas seems to be trying to do, because I think he can see his hands, and they're like, la 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 la, Alex and Leah. And so he's kind of doing, it could be a complete coincidence, but he's like looking at his hands.
He wants more. Yeah, zombie babies is what it makes.
He's getting the laser eyes. I swear to God, he is. Oh my God. I feel like a weight has been lifted off me.
I'm so glad we can now talk openly about this.
That's amazing. Thank you, I guess.
I was actually a preschool teacher, so I know exactly what you're
Oh,
talking
you know
about.
it too.
You were hired by Alex and Leah to come ask that question, to get us talking about it more. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
I love you guys both.
Thank
My
you.
question is for both of you guys. We're going to season 8, and we're going to purgatory. So what would be in your survival kit if you guys were going to purgatory?
Signing time with Alex and Leah. Because then I would just look at the DVD and be like, it could be worse. I could be back on Earth watching Signing Time with Alex and Leah.
That's good.
I mean, I guess
Salt.
salt's pretty good. To pour in my eyeballs so I don't have to watch Signing Time with Alex and Leah.
It's only
I'd probably take some like camouflage paint. I don't know how to use it, but I'd feel good. I'd be like, that mattered, I got camo paint. Great call. And then chainmail, like old school. I think if maybe like a top hat, a cane, and some chainmail. Hear me out, because if you put it on and the purgatory beasts run up and you're like, dude, top hat, chainmail, cane, you ain't gonna mess with me. They probably.
Well, I think that was sort of like my plaid pants and plastic boots. It's like, it's not going to be satisfying taking that guy down. He's just crazy.
That and some books.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi.
Hi.
So, on the show, you guys have had like the opportunity to play a whole bunch of different characters, like you were Lucifer, and Misha was God, Cass, Jimmy, Leviathan's, a bunch of other stuff.
And that weird character that talks funny. Oh, you said it, got it.
But you guys have never really had the opportunity to play each other's character. I have a script.
Okay. So
Alrighty.
okay, so there's stage direction, which I'll read the stage direction. Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're Dean. No, you're Dean.
No,
You can't play Cassio.
No, I'm not playing Cassio. I'm playing Sam.
Sam's not in this.
It's a typo. They want this to be Sam. Am I right? Is Dean to be portrayed as Sam?
You can take your artistic liberty.
I'm Sam. So, but I'll do it as Dean.
Fair enough.
All right, got it.
Okay, anyway, so.
Who do I play?
You're
can't face the camera, right? Because So Misha had a resume that.
This is true, by the way.
This is absolutely true. One of his special skills listed on his resume was acting on camera.
So if you want me to throw a couple pointers your way.
Let's see if you're full of it, because there's a camera right there. Well, there are a few. Okay.
Okay. Sam walks through the empty cabin. Paging through John's journal, he sets it
I'm not
down on the
gonna- I'm not
table
gonna
and
do
turns. Castiel is there holding a ceramic jar.
Okay, here's the ceramic jar.
But now I want to be actually Sam. Okay. Where have you been?
Jerusalem.
Go on, how was it?
Here's a ceramic jar. Arid. These characters aren't very multi-layered.
What is that?
It is oil. It's very special. Very rare.
Okay, so...
No, you have to read stage directions. Oh, it makes sense if you don't read the stage directions.
Castiel, sit down.
Castiel!
Castiel, sit down. Okay, so we trap. I'm gonna be Dean now. So we trap Raphael with a nice vinaigrette.
No.
So this ritual of yours, when does it go down, Castiel?
Sunrise.
I said. Tell me something. You keep saying that you're gonna trap this guy. Isn't that kind of like trapping a hurricane in a butterfly net?
No.
Just see his eyes?
It's harder. Wouldn't it be more difficult? Is Castiel illiterate?
Yeah. Can we change this? It doesn't feel right for the character. What's that?
You can take your artistic liberties. I already told you that.
Okay.
Listen, I feel like it'd be a period, not an ellipsis.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. No, it is more difficult.
So we can embellish a little bit. We'll make it feel more right for the characters.
I don't think Cass would be sitting down.
No, he wouldn't be. I don't think Dean or Sam would be wearing pants at this point. Okay. Well, given the particulars of our predicament here,
That was Get the otter box, man.
Why are you messing with Castiel's phone?
I think Dean would be sitting down. It's very special. Tell me something. You keep. Where are we now?
No, it's more difficult.
Well, last night on Earth.
Yep. I thought I'd sit here quietly.
What do you say? Booze women?
Booze women. Castiel looks at Dean. And away.
You have been with women before, right? Or an angel at least?
Why, yes, Dean, I have. Many women.
Let me tell you something. There are two things I know for certain. Bert and Ernie are gay.
That is two things, bro.
You're not gonna die a virgin. Not on my watch. Let's go.
And that's how you make a scene, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Artistic license, like you said. All right. Thank you. Man, those are big shoes to fill, that Castiel.
Really tremendously painful, wasn't it?
That was horrendous. I'm glad I get to play Sam and not Castiel. How are ya?
I'm fine. I just want to say hi. I'm a huge fan of the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have
See
come
the
to the
scene?
right place.
You've come to the right place.
Are you still a fan of the show after what you just saw? We just sort of lifted the curtain to show you our process, and it's kind of ugly, isn't it?
Process.
So, since I want to be an actor, like when I grow up and stuff, I just want to know, did you guys have any embarrassing audition moments?
I do. And I'm going to say it. I auditioned for a Mandy Moore movie. Mandy Moore? That's her name?
Yeah.
And I'm in the room, and the casting director is reading with me, and I'm reading my lines, much like I just was, and she's reading also, and the phone in the room starts to ring, her phone, her desk phone. And so I kind of give her a look like, I guess, are we stopping the scene? I don't say anything, but I'm like, do we stop the scene? And she kind of just gives you that, no, keep going hand gesture. I'm like, okay. And she gets up, walks over to answer the phone while I'm still saying my line. And she's like, hey, how's it? Yes, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no, I'm in an audition right now. Yeah, I'll call you back. Okay, bye. And then she goes back to her chair, sits down, finishes the scene, and goes, thank you very much. Needless to say, I didn't get the role. That's fine, that's a legitimate story.
I've had those moments, and it's so tough because you walk out. I have walked out of those rooms and then been like, why didn't I just tell them that I hated them and I wanted to get? You know, it's one of those, why did I not?
Yeah, there are a lot. And then there are awful audition times where you can hear, where the walls are so paper thin that you can hear the other people auditioning, which means that when you go in there, you know they're going to hear you audition. And it's really strange. It's really uncomfortable. It's not a fun business. I'm trying to start it.
Yes.
Good luck!
Do you have any other interests?
Develop them.
No. Okay, that sucks. No, pursue it doggedly. Don't give up. It takes a long time. You have to be very persistent, and also try to avoid auditioning if possible, because it's a very humiliating process.
But in all honesty, in all seriousness, you said you want to be an actor when you grow up. I want you to reword that and say you're an actor now and you want to continue acting as you grow up. Thank you.